Make yourself as comfortable as possible and close your eyes. Take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for 7 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Now just breathe deeply. Relax. Welcome. And you are welcome here. I want you to know that this is a safe space and a place where you are cared for and valued as a human being. So find a comfortable position in which you can sit or lie down. If you are choosing to sit in a chair, feel free to grab your pillow or blanket if that will help you to relax comfortably. If you have issues with your back or neck, feel free to lie with your knees up, feet on the ground, or on your side. It doesn't matter as long as you are comfortable. Close your eyes. Breathe. Focus on your breath. As you focus on your breath, I want you to become aware of your body. From the top of your head all the way down to the soles of your feet, we will be releasing all these things that cause those muscles to keep working after they no longer need to be engaged. Relax and soften those muscles in your jaw and your neck. Now flex the muscles in your shoulders, your upper arms, and then let those muscles relax. Roll those shoulders a bit and stretch them out, releasing the tension there. As you focus your attention on the rest of your body, work your way down towards your feet in the same way, tightening and relaxing the muscles where you feel that tension being held. Then give those areas a little bit of a stretch, and then relax them. As you do this, visualize all the negative energy, all the bad things you've heard or witnessed which have become attached to you being released from your body. Like a wisp of dark smoke, it's leaving you and will dissipate into the universe, which will transmute that into positive energy to be used for good elsewhere. Beginning at the top of your head and working down to your feet, wherever you may feel any remaining tightness in your muscles, I want you to focus your attention there. Relax that area. Let it go, all the tension you've been holding on to, all the stress of everything you've been going through. Just release that now. Now we're going to work on some breathing exercises. So before we start, it will go like this. You will take a deep breath hold it, and then let it go. If you fall asleep during guided meditation, that's okay. So if you feel yourself getting sleepy, don't fight it, just sleep. So take a deep breath, hold it, let it go. Take another deep breath, hold it, let it go. And let's do it one more. Do one more deep breath, hold it, let it go. Now rest. As you rest, I want you to listen to the sound of my voice. There may be other noises around you, and that's okay. I want you to recognize those sounds as a normal part of our environment and know that they are not there to disrupt or annoy you. Accept them as something that simply is, and they are nothing for you to worry about right now. Your limbs may begin to feel heavy, and that's perfectly normal. Let them sink down further, deeper into the ground. Let go, allowing yourself to get heavier, unresisting, until you can feel yourself sinking into Mother Earth below you. Soon you will be unaware of your body altogether, and that's all right. We're going to take a little journey, and your body isn't needed where we are going, just your consciousness. Don't worry about clearing your mind of all thought. That's not how our minds work, after all. So for now, I'd like you to follow the sound of my voice. See yourself rising up and floating weightlessly in that dark space of your mind. You are safe here. Explore that darkness for a little bit. Is it truly dark here, or do you see lights around you? Look at what you see around you. There is a light in the distance. Move toward it. As you get closer, you find yourself on a path. Follow the path. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Ahead of you, there is a doorway. Look at the doorway and make a mental note of its appearance. As you move through the doorway, you find a path that leads across a grassy plain toward a forest. Follow the path. Look around yourself as you move across the plain. What do you see? Now you should see a wider path that leads into the woods. Follow that path. As you walk along, you reach out a hand, lightly touching the leaves of the low-lying bushes as you pass. How do they feel? Smell the green scents of the moss and forest around you. This is your place, and there is nothing to fear here. As you move deeper into the woods, the path narrows and the canopy of leaves above hides the sky. The trail begins to wind downward, and ahead of you is the sound of a rushing stream. You keep walking, following the path downward, lower, downward, closer to the sound of the stream. The light is different here. It is cool and dim and serene. You walk further down. As you approach the stream, there may be thoughts that are still swirling about your brain that you cannot seem to shut down. They're still nagging at you. And that's all right, because it is here that you will decide which ones to let go and which ones you will deal with later. Growing on the bank of the stream is an ancient tree. It's been there forever, and its leaves are used for healing. Whenever a leaf is plucked from it, a new one immediately grows in its place. Go to the tree. Place your hand upon it. Feel the texture of the bark under your fingers. Feel the healing, loving energy that flows from its core into you. It wishes to help you. You are aware that there is a problem or two that may still be bothering you, and you know what that is. It may be beyond your control. So we will let that go now, as it does you no good to hold on to that. Pluck a leaf from the tree. Put that problem on the leaf. Whatever represents that problem to you, if it is a person, if it is a thing, place it on the leaf. And no matter how big that problem is, this leaf can support it. All the turmoil that problem caused you, whatever it is now encompassed by the leaf. Now put it into the stream. You are letting this issue go. As you watch that problem float away, you can be assured that it is no longer yours to worry about. Do this with each one of those things that you need to release. Whether these things are thoughts or memories, if you can't do anything about it, let them each go one by one. You may still have problems that you can take charge of, but perhaps you aren't sure how. For now, just rest by this stream for a moment, knowing that you have the strength to deal with that later. Perhaps you will even find someone within this realm to guide you. Because this is a place you can come back to as often as you wish. It is safe, and it is magical, and it's always within you. A little ways upstream, you see a footbridge. Follow the path along the side of the stream to it. Walk onto the bridge. Look over the railing into the water. What is the water like? Consider its flow, its color, and depth. What do you see? You continue across the bridge to the other side. You are now traveling deeper into this magical realm. You feel lighter, happier. You are perfect here, with no anxieties or fear. The path leads you up away from the stream and opens into a sunlit glade. As you emerge from the shade, the sun warms your skin. Just ahead of you, a child sits on a blanket in the clearing. You recognize the blanket. It's familiar. It's one you yourself wrapped up in as a child. The child smiles and beckons to you, so you go sit down. You may talk to this child. You really should, in fact, for as you look closer into the child's face, You recognize their eyes, their smile. It is an earlier reflection of your own. What do you want to tell your earlier self? Now is the time to talk, to really connect with the child within yourself. You may want to talk about forgiveness, or explain the things that you didn't or couldn't understand when you were this child. You may want to just enjoy a few minutes of reconnection, remembering the good times you had with this version of yourself. When you were this child, what did you value? What did your earlier self love to do? Remember these things now, and know that these things still reside within you. Now look into the eyes of this child. Look into the child's soul. What do you see? It is now time to continue on your journey. Embrace the child. Tell the child you love them. You will see them again, so you don't need to be sad. This isn't a goodbye, but a see you later. With a wave and a smile, pick up the path where it continues on and follow it. What do you see here? Observe the plants and trees around you and any animals or other beings in this place as you move along the path. Ahead of you, the path widens into a clearing. There is a being ahead of you, a woman. If you would like, you may speak to her. You may tell her as much or as little as you would like, or ask her questions. You may ask her name. If she speaks to you, take care to remember her words. If you do not wish to speak with her, that is all right. You may simply choose to explore this space. Speak to her now if you choose. Take note of what and who you see here. We are here not only as observers, but as active participants in this world. This place is real, and though at times we would love to stay here, we must now return to our doorway to the waking world. Be sure to thank the lady for whatever guidance or advice she has given you, and also for her time. If you intend to visit her later, let her know that. But if you do, be sure to show up. You may either say goodbye or until we meet again. For now, we must be on our way back. Following the same path we traveled on to get here, return to the glade where you met your inner child. Do you have anything else to say to the child? Is there anything that the lady in the clearing wanted to pass along to this child? If so, do that now. Speak with the child again. Now it is time to move back towards the path, to head back to the stream. Embrace the child or blow a kiss. Thank them. And now find your way back to the path towards the stream. As you hear the sound of the stream in the distance, you now remember some of the things that made you happy as a child. And you've also established a connection with the guidance of your higher self. You have the tools you need within you to deal with anything that is thrown your way. You are powerful. Approaching the footbridge, you recognize the ancient tree of healing on the other side of the stream. The lightness and happiness you felt doesn't leave you as you cross over the bridge. In fact, you are so happy that you feel like skipping along like a child, and you can if you choose to do it. Stop for a moment at that ancient tree and thank it for helping you. Touch the bark of the tree, lending all that excess childlike energy back to it. You will keep enough to get you through whatever it is that you need to get through in your waking world. But whatever energy you give back to the tree will be used for further healing whenever you have a need for it. Focus on gratitude. Bring it with you as a focal point when you re-enter the conscious world. It will help to reground your energies if you are ever feeling stressed or anxious. After thanking the tree, return to the path, following it up through the forest. You will pass the same trees you passed on the way in. You may run your fingertips across the same leaves you touched on your way into this magical space. The shady canopy of forest opens up into the wide plain where you first began your journey. Look about you. Are there any animals or plants or other beings about that you might not have noticed before? They will all be here the next time you come back. If you choose to wave goodbye for now, do so. You follow the path across the plain and do so with the understanding that you are leaving this place just for now. You can return whenever you like, and you are returning with tools to help you in your waking life. In this, you can now be confident that you are strong and capable, and you are never alone. Ahead of you is your doorway and you recognize the form and texture of its construction. You pass through the doorway into the dark space. Take a deep breath. See the space around you and see if anything has changed from when you first entered this realm, or if it's different in any way. Take another deep cleansing breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feel your spirit coming back into your body gently. Move your fingers and toes. Feel the ground beneath you. Feel where your body is touching your chair or your bed or your sofa or the floor. You're now coming back into the waking world. You're bringing back everything that you brought into that magical space, except for those things that are no longer going to serve you. Those things that you set free down that river are gone, and you don't need to worry about those anymore. The things that you are bringing back are only those things which are going to help you. When you feel like you are ready, open your eyes. You should feel awake and refreshed. Stretch out as far as you can. Feel the blood pumping through all that relaxed muscle tissue, reviving it. If you are feeling tired after this work, feel that silver cord that stems from your core as it reaches down into the center of the earth, and like a fuel gauge on a car, watch that needle rise until it's right at the half a tank level. Not too low, not too high. Right at the center is where you should be. Balanced.